How you doing, guys and gals? This is Doug Wilson, and you're watching Yellowhawk Customs Outdoors. Well, we're getting ready for the National Bushcraft Rendevouz 2018 in Kentucky at the Daniel Boone National Forest something camping area. Hold on. I can't remember. Designated camping area? I can't remember. Anyway, you guys know how I am, right? So a bunch of gear we're taking, right? Bunch of gear. My backpack is upstairs. These are some giveaways that I'm giving away. Just gear. The Grizz and I, Bob, are going to be traveling down there in his truck, his car, his Jeep Cherokee. I contemplated on taking my Jeep, and with those huge tires, and I'm not taking Kiva, no sense in taking the Jeep, right? So I'm going to drive down with Bob. Poor Kiva, look at her. But Dad, I can't go with you. Oh. The Grizz is here. The Grizz. This is the start of our journey. The Grizz. There he is. The legend.
I didn't do it.
The Grizz.
I didn't do it. Here's my ID.
Are we leaving right now?
Yeah, I'd like to if we can.
You don't have to pee or anything?
No, not at the moment. Is
okay.
The dog taken care of?
Yep.
Good. You're going with me?
Yes.
All right. Well, then I got to make room for you.
Yes, you do.
A little more. How many bags you got?
4, 5, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get it out of the way.
All right.
I got just. I can't open the back up because I got the bamboo. I'm going to undo the bamboo.
Oh, we got the bamboo on top there.
Yeah, for the addle-addles.
For the addle-addles.
Addle-addle. Yeah, I want to get on the road. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. It's going to be a nice trip.
Nice trip.
I'm just taking it.
Nice trip. Can we eat? I haven't had anything to eat.
I had yogurt and a cup of coffee.
Okay, I haven't had anything. Nothing at all.
You want to eat here or you want to eat go someplace?
We'll just go through a drive-through real quick.
All right, cool. Let me rearrange everything.
Okay. All right. Cool. Woohoo! I can't take my Jeep. I can't take my Jeep.
You're taking another Jeep.
It's gonna be all lonely without me. Just had the sway bar linkage replaced. Yes, sir.
So, you know.
Okay, hold on. We're headed down the highway. Okay, we just left. Well, you know, we just left Chick-fil-A.
We just left the Chicks.
I couldn't go 12 miles without getting something to eat. So, we're on our way, the beginning of our trip. Road trip!
Road trip!
Road trip! Alright, so it's going to be an 8.5-hour drive. And with Bob driving 68 miles an hour, it'll be 8 hours. So, we'll be good.
Yeah,
we'll be good.
Grandma's not driving.
I'm not driving. I drive like an old lady. Okay, so this is the beginning of the trip.
Yeah, we're in Maryland. We're going to be heading west and following the lower part of Pennsylvania all the way into West Virginia. Then we'll drop a little bit south, and then we'll. Okay, so yesterday was a bust. We got here at what, midnight or something? No.
10 o'clock? No, we got here about 7.
We got here
right?
about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
7:30, 8 o'clock. We drove around looking for the place. We found it.
For about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
We found it.
And it's closed.
And the gate was locked. Locked, right? Really? Really?
Yeah.
8.5-hour drive. The gate's locked.
So we find that out from John.
And yes, we checked. Ranger said, hey, it's going down, drive on in, it's always open.
And we went to the website and it says open all year round.
Open all year round.
So then John
here, Bob will tell the story.
Yeah, it's just quicker. John came up here on Friday and he said, hey man, you can't get in. He stayed overnight at the hotel.
John who?
John Roth.
John Roth.
And then he went back to Tennessee, but he's coming back up midweek. And so we got a hold of Jacob Peterson, who likes this area, and he says, oh yeah, you know, the road washed out a little bit from the rain, and you just got to park outside the gate, and then you can just hike on in. Well, we got shit that we need elephants to move, because we thought a lot of people were coming, and
right.
evidently
well,
they're
hold
not.
on, the 26 people that actually showed up,
Yeah, right.
everybody went home because the gate was locked.
So anyway, we got a nice Kentuckian. Look at it. Look at the quarries down there. Look at this.
Yeah, look at the quarries.
They're down there.
That is so cool.
We had a nice man let us camp on his land, and we're going up now to gift him.
To gift him a knife.
Because he was a good guy.
Right.
And we take care of people who take care of us.
Well, alrighty then. We're doing our recon of the area. Got here last night, couldn't see a damn thing, so we're here this morning to do a recon. Here's the gate, right?
That's supposed to be open.
That's supposed to be open, and it's not. Right? I tell you what, it's really going to tick me off if I look at this road and it's not washed out. Because they said they closed it because the road washed out. So, yeah, but you know what? What am I actually going to be able to do about it, right? Politics. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here's the area. This is the primitive camp area, okay? Now, I don't know what it looks like in the summer. Maybe it's a lot prettier, but it looks pretty desolate to me, you know? You know, for even 4 or 5 guys, there's not enough firewood here to sustain us for a whole week. No way. I mean, it's been pretty much picked clean. Whatever's here now came down within the last month or so. So, we're leaning toward not staying here. It just doesn't feel right to me. You know, I don't know, man. You guys can see it, look at it, right? It's pretty desolate. You know, if I think of a primitive campsite as right in the middle of the woods, you know, with, you know, maybe some clearing, but there's leaves everywhere. Right? There's nothing but rocks down here. I don't know. I'm just not impressed. So, Bob came down and immediately said, no, I'm not staying here. So, we're probably going to change our plans. So, it definitely looks like black bear around here. So, you know, it's places like this. You know, 8.5 hour drive, and I come into a place like this, it really gives me cause to pause and really appreciate what I have at home.
Right.
Because we got some really gorgeous places to camp. We should have stayed home.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
well, the other thing
can.
is that I was under the impression that bear poles were supposed to be 20 up and 10
right,
out.
the bear poles here
are like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, they can't be bear poles. They're more like raccoon.
Well, it's like hanging your clothes on the dry once you take a spit. You take a
if they're even bear poles, I don't even know if they're bear poles. That's, yeah, I mean, that's what it looks like.
It's just muddy here and rocky. Nah.
And you know, honestly, this is not me being negative or anything. Right. This is just what we see as we walk in, right? Desolation. I don't know. It doesn't strike me as a place I'd want to stay in for a week, you know, for a rendezvous. That's all. There he is, the Grizz.
Evening hygiene.
Evening hygiene. That's right. I got to scrub my teeth. He's been after me all day, telling me my breath smells like, what was it, a rhinoceros's butt?
I have not. He's exaggerating.
So, you know, we took off from Kentucky.
Yeah.
And Bob was like, let's get home and camp at home for a week. Different places, right? So cool. Yeah, that's me. That's my thing.
We've done it before.
Right? We've done this before. So we're at the Backpackers Campground in Maryland on the Appalachian Trail. Everybody knows I love the trail, right? And here's the MSR tent, right? Palatial. And then here, Bob sleeps in this. He can't. I hope he didn't have to spend too much time in there. He really must love himself. But that'll keep him dry, nice and low to the ground.
It's a bivvy.
It's a bivvy shelter, right? Actually,
we're only going to be here maybe tomorrow.
Right, maybe tomorrow, and then the next morning we'll go somewhere else.
We'll get up tomorrow and go somewhere else.
Right. So I just cooked some granola and powdered milk. And Bob had, what was that, kielbasa?
Kielbasa and raisin bagels.
Kielbasa and raisin bagels. That's a perfect match. And what are you sporting? Philby?
That's a Philby, yeah.
And how come the belt is different?
Because I modified it. This is an Alice frame.
Oh, okay.
And what I did, and I did a video on this.
Right.
I didn't have this one yet. I took the actual Alice hip pad,
right,
and put it here as a back pad. See,
right.
And then I
I
ordered a
you
Molly.
took the kidney pad and put it up there.
The kidney pad put up here as a back thing. And this thing, after a while, will dig into your neck because it's not like the regular Alice. It's not as padded as.
Right.
But if you take one of these seated things
and put it back there
in here, it all works out. You can actually put all kinds of crap in here. That's why I like it. You
like
can
a
put
modular
system.
Here,
whatever. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So,
is the hip belt, is it comfortable?
It's comfortable. Yeah. I mean, for what I'm doing this week, we ain't going high speed anywhere.
Yeah, we're not hiking long distances.
Because I have backpacking packs that I'd rather wear than this. But well, I thought we were going to have a big to-do, so I needed something that would fill, you know what I mean?
Calm it down there.
I'm fine. I'm just going to cry tonight in my spilt milk.
That's all right. People, they got their own lives. They don't want to do this stuff. It's okay. Morning. It's raining. You can probably hear it, right? Hear the rain? So last night, it started raining at about 2 a.m. We're at the Backpackers Campground in Maryland. And I'm the last man standing. Bob packed it up. He's sitting in the car up at the parking lot. So, because he's got this one-man bivvy tent, and it started leaking on him. So he packed it up, and he's sitting up in the parking lot waiting for me in the car. So I thought I would get up, make some coffee, get some breakfast, but I'm going to rush right to get up there, and we're going to go somewhere else where there is some shelters, or a shelter, so that we can stay out of the rain. Because, even if you have the right equipment, really, like, I got great equipment. I am bone dry right now. Bone dry. But even if you have the right equipment, eventually you still got to get out of the damn tent, right? And it's raining. That's when everything starts getting wet, right? So if you're going to be camping somewhere, especially on the Appalachian Trail, it's always best to have some type of covering with, that you can either go to, or you carry a giant tarp with you and put that up. And, something that you can sit in and the rain won't, touch you. So, I'm going to pack up here and meet Bob back up at the parking lot, and we'll see where it goes from there, because I know he's in a bad mood right now. All right. Now, this here is a pack cover for my pack. It's a sill nylon pack cover. And if I was hiking in the rain today to another shelter or to another campsite, I would put this on the pack after it's all packed up, right? So what I do is I pack everything I can up inside the tent right now, right? Everything I can goes in the backpack, so I'm not doing it in the rain, right? And then I'll take everything outside I got a tarp right here that I'll put over the pack for now, and then pack everything up and walk up to the parking lot. Yeah, you gotta, it really does make things kind of miserable when it's raining and cold at the same time, because it's like 40 degrees right now. But I try not to let that bother me. I still have a great time out here. When I come out, I bring the right equipment for the job. And you got to plan for rain and snow and, you know, maybe sitting in a tent for a day until it stops raining or whatever, right? You have to plan for, honestly, the inevitable, okay? You come out here long enough, it is inevitably going to rain on you from time to time. So, and that is why I buy good gear, right? You know, and I know there's guys sitting there saying, you don't need all that stuff, you need oil tarp, and you can get by with this, you can get by with that. I don't want to just get by with, right? I want to have a great time out here, right? And you got to look at it this way, maybe. Back, you know, the frontiersmen, right? The long hunters, whoever, right? They were miserable in the rain. Do you think they walked around in the rain? Right? No, they sat under their tarp until the rain was either bearable or it stopped, right? So that all their other shit doesn't get wet, because they're walking around with canvas backpacks, canvas haversacks, and everything leaks. Nothing's waterproof, right? They're lucky to have that oilskin tarp, if they have one. If they even have an oilskin tarp. If not, they do the best they can. Well, that was then. This is now. And we can do the best we can by buying good equipment that works and works well. Get what I'm saying? So, you could bet your ass, if the frontiersmen had MSR Hubba Hubba tents back then, you could bet your ass they would have used them, right? They would have been climbing over the buffalo, the elk, the deer, you know, and the beaver to get to the MSR tents. So, to make it easier out here to live. That's the ingenuity of man, right? We've come a long way in the outdoor industry. So, it kind of, that's a pet peeve of mine, right? People say, oh, I could go out there with what I got. This is all I need. It's all I ever needed, right? But if you really think about it, that tent that you have that leaks, it really doesn't do a good job, does it? Because if it's raining all night, your ass is going to get wet, right? And it could mean the difference between you staying out here or getting in the car, packing it up, and going home because you didn't have the right equipment. So, alright, what we got? Sleeping bag. I put my sleeping bag in a compression stuff sack, okay? If you're, I'm getting old, man. My back, like, sometimes it aches when I wake up in the morning, and it spasms, so I gotta kind of stretch it out, and, you know. I put my sleeping bag in a sil nylon, very water-resistant compression stuff sack. And this is a 20-degree bag, right? So it fits in a small compression stuff sack, and when you compress it down, it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. I can compress it down even further than this, but I don't want to stress the materials unless I have to, right? Because it'll fit in the sleeping bag in the pack like this, and that gives you a whole lot of other room for other stuff, right? If you want to be, you know, if you want to bring the accoutrements. This is the second day, right? I think what's going to happen from now on is I'm going to say, all right, we're having the Yellow Hawk Customs Outdoors Rendezvous, right? And myself, I'm going up on the Appalachian Trail. I'm going to spend a week up there, right? Anybody that wants to come with me is more than welcome to come with me. Please have the right gear, though, okay? That's number one. You've got to have the right gear when you're out here. Because during that week's time, it's probably going to rain on us, right? So you got to have the gear that's going to pull you through that rain, right? So I'm just going to mention it and say, hey, we're having the rendezvous. And if I'm the only one that comes up here, then I'm the only one that comes up here and I'll have a ball. So I would rather have buddies from my forums and the forums and you know, guys like that. I'd rather have you guys up here having a good time, but if not, I'll come up here by myself. I do it all the time, you know? So, no biggie. So, I'm not going to make a big deal about rendezvous and stuff like that, if I can help it. Because invariably, people, they say they're going to go, and then you make plans, like I got all these giveaways for guys, right? I mean, I got knives and sheaths and ribs chest packs, the ones that I use, to give away. And honestly, there's nobody to give it away to. There's the mountain man. He's getting ready to walk down to Antietam Shelter with his... That's a Philby. That's a Marine pack, right, Bob? Yeah. From the Marines.
It's on an Alice frame.
It's on an Alice pack frame, so you got Army and Marines there.
Not the Molly.
Right.
That's usually issued with it. Then it is also issued by itself by Arcteryx.
Yeah. I think they issued Arcteryx couldn't make them all, and now Proper makes a lot of them.
Proper makes the ones with the Molly, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the other one, is it American Eagle or something like that?
Right.
That does them. Is that trash?
It's all trash. It must be raccoons.
What about bear?
It's possible. It is possible.
That's sickening. And nobody could. We're gonna have to clean that shit up.
I know. Apparently, it was probably done last night, and the Rangers haven't been here yet.
Yeah.
Because they won't leave it like that. They shouldn't.
Little steps.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Whew. That is a massive pack. You can put a lot of stuff in that. Huh?
My sleeping bag's in the bottom.
Right.
And there's a separation thing in there too between the rest of the pack. Look at that.
We'll take care of it. We'll fix it.
Show them that.
Yeah, this is now, you know, it's terrible, yeah, but if animals did it, then yeah, whatever. We got to clean it up. So it just shouldn't be there. So
the water's on, right? Yeah.
Is the water on?
Yeah, year round.
Yeah, that's what they say. I've come here when the water was off, though. Okay, it works. Okay, so we came up from Kentucky, right? I've been videoing this whole thing. I sat in the tent this morning in the rain and did a 15-minute video of me packing everything. Anyway, so we're here at, take a guess, Antietam Shelter, right? This is one of my favorite places to be around here. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous here. And all the guys that have come here for rendezvous, they love it. At least they say they do. So let me give you guys who are new a good look at this area, okay? I'm standing on the shelter porch right now, okay? And we are surrounded on three sides by water, right? There's a river here, a little stream here, and you come over this way, right? Beyond that yellow birch right there, okay, is Antietam Creek. Right? Isn't that Antietam Creek, Jim?
Pardon?
Antietam Creek, right? Yeah. Antietam Creek, which is completely overrun right now because it's raining. It's been raining for the last 9-10 hours. You got rapids over here. That would be cool, because I definitely could get a kayak through there. Yeah, that would be neat. That gives me an idea. So anyway, we're here at Antietam Shelter, and here's this the Trail Staple Jim. He's always up here. The dude frickin' lives on the trail. How badass is that, right? I wish I could do it. How badass is living on the trail? Absolutely.
It's driving me crazy. Huh?
All right, so we're going to try to get a fire going. The wall that we built last year, you know, the fire reflector, somebody knocked it down, took the stones, and built a bridge in the stream over there. So I'm not going to redo it. It's just, there's enough of a firewall there. And that's it. This is the area. And I'll go out into the rain real quick, right? I don't want to get my feces wet. And there's Antietam Shelter. It's one of the last surviving Adirondack-type shelters on the AT around here anyway. Is there another one still around? One of these old ones?
Yeah.
Where's that at? Rocky Run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rocky Run's the only other one.
Yep. Okay. So.
And Pine Knob.
Pine Knob.
Down by Route 4.
That's right. Pine Knob's still there. Okay. Absolutely. All right. So, pretty cool. I'm going to walk back up the truck and help Bob. So, all right. So, I'm going to walk up here and help him out. And I'll give you guys a lay of the land. You look at it a little bit. This is the trail back to the parking lot. And this, you know, this is pretty much as pristine wilderness as it gets around here. You know, we're not talking about out west, right? Around here, this is pretty pristine. There's very little human encroachment because the Natural Resource Police keep people out of here. This is just Appalachian Trail stuff. I love this area. Wildlife everywhere, squirrels, rabbits, you know. I didn't see anything down there at that primitive campsite in Kentucky. No animals. It was barren. So, that was an experience. There's a footbridge right there. I'm going to take the other way and show you the overflow. The streams that run around here. My new boots, the Solomon Quest 4D GTX boots, are doing very well. 100% waterproof at this point, all right? And I'm doing stuff like this, right? I'm walking through the water, right, to test them, to see if they let water in. Nothing. Feet are bone dry. Here's another, you know, these streams get overrun when it rains like this. But you see I walk through the stream, test the boots. Nothing, bone dry. Very good. And they're very comfortable. Right out of the box, these things feel like tennis shoes. Very supportive tennis shoes. All right, so let's walk down to the overflowing Antietam Creek and look at the rapids and decide whether I can take a kayak down here. Because I think I can. But we'll see. Doc Mason might disagree with me, though. He'd probably say, "You're not taking my kayak down there." Oh, look at the size of that. Look at the size of them. That's a big crayfish. See if I can find him. Where he went. There he is. He's just sitting there under the water. Alright, so this is all overflowed here. Generally, and I'm walking in the water. Boots are covered. And my feet are still dry. That's the Solomon Quest 4D Gore-Tex. They're doing me right so far. There's the rapids. Yeah, I think I can get a boat through there, honestly. Yep. I don't know if I got the skill, but I could do it. That's pretty nice. Whoa! Whoa, whoa. Alright. I like staying next to this creek, stream. It puts you to sleep at night. You know, it's like a constant drone of the water. That's a new tree. Huh. This is a little hemlock forest. A lot of hemlocks, pines. There's a yellow birch right there. I use that one a lot for resources. Oak. There's a big one right there. Jeez, it whiz. All right.